In my opinion, few things are as important in the weapon arts as having good footwork. Recently in class, I've been really struggling to bridge the gap between the way we practice footwork and the way footwork is applied while we are sparring or while we are fighting. And so in this video, I'm going to try and share with you guys 3 footwork drills that should help you bridge that gap. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is a variation on this open triangle footwork. Now I've put the stick here in the middle as a representation of center line. Everything we're doing is in relation to center line, because at the end of this line somewhere over there is my opponent. So I need to know where that is. I'm not fighting someone over there or fighting someone over there. Everything I'm doing is in relation to a target that would be at the end of this line. My basic open triangle footwork is just this. It is very simple, but it's very rare that you're going to step like this. Almost always you're going to have to move a lot more dynamically, and almost always at the end of this step you're going to require another step. What is open triangle really good for? Open triangle is really good at getting me off center line. It can either get just my head of center line, or it can get my entire body of center line. However, once I have taken that step, I need one more step to be able to engage with whatever is happening on center line. So I'm going to take a step, right side right leg, left side left leg, and I'm going to switch sides, and now from here I'm going to step right through the middle. I'm going to come back. I'm going to switch sides, step right through the middle, come back, switch sides, step right through the middle. Now one important theme in all the footwork patterns we're going to be doing today is that this way of switching feet is only going to be done in the beginning. Later what we want to do is a much more dynamic way of switching feet. Right? So I'm literally pulling this leg in, and as I pull it in, I switch sides. Now as I do that, in that same momentum, I'm stepping through the middle, coming back, stepping through the middle, coming back. I'm starting on this side of center line, switching sides, going forward, switching sides, go forward. Now what may I use this for? It could be I'm here, I'm in this sort of medium load position, and angle 1 is coming from here. I'm switching sides with this umbrella, and I'm going to step through the middle with that angle 1. That could be one variation of it. So again, angle 1. From this side of that same angle 1, attack is coming from here. I'm going to switch legs, cut the hand, step in, cut the head. In both variations though, I'm starting on one side of center line, ending up on the other side of center line, and then stepping straight. Now sometimes I cannot just step through the middle. Sometimes I need to be able to crash into my opponent, and this can happen for many different reasons. I could be trying to intercept their incoming attack, that backhand that's coming, and so I need to crash into it. I could be looking to break their structure. For whatever reason, I am not stepping through anymore. Instead, I'm switching sides, and now from here I'm going there towards the tip of that triangle, and that's where the diamond can be really useful. I'm going to do it in the same way that I was doing, that same switch that I was doing before this, but now again, instead of stepping straight, I'm going to step towards the person over here at the end of this diamond. It's a small but very important distinction. The distinction is about where your energy is going. Now my energy is going straight. However, when I'm crashing in, my energy is now going across. The way I like to think about this is that when someone is crashing in, I tell them that, let's say I'm giving someone a backhand and my student is crashing in. I'm telling them to imagine as if their energy is going across. So I'm holding the weapon in my right hand. I'm imagining that their energy is coming across my arm like a bisecting line and going to this shoulder, my left shoulder, across my body. Because what this does is it breaks my structure, or it can pin my arm against my body, or it can stop my arm from coming, or it makes it just hard for me to turn towards them. But if they just come straight, it's a very different kind of movement, it's a very different kind of energy. So the second one again is switch the same, step through the middle. Now it's just rained, the floor is very slippery, but if you have spent enough time training your footwork, training your weight distribution, you should still be able to do this to a decent degree of success even on slippery floors, which is the point, right? This art wasn't made to fight in a gym, it was made to fight in the forest, in the outdoors. It's just started raining right now as well, and you should still be able to do all of this even when the floor or the terrain is slippery. I want to take a quick break in the video to tell you a little bit about our YouTube memberships and our Patreon page. Now, it's really hard to make any kind of income on YouTube, and YouTube has just recently made it even harder. That's why we have our YouTube memberships and our Patreon page. Without the people on there, it would be very hard to continue to make content for you guys. On both pages, we have exclusive content, exclusive series. On Patreon, I think alone we have something like 300 videos. We have things like the drill of the week, two horns training thoughts, ancient arts, modern warriors. We have extended exclusive versions of these videos that go out on YouTube for free. There's a bunch of really good stuff, and I'm quite proud of the content that we put out on both pages. If you'd like to know more about either of the pages, check out the links in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for your support. Now back to the video. The last variation we're going to do is I still want to switch sides. I still want to get off center line in the same dynamic fashion, except now instead of entering straight, instead of crashing in, maybe I need to retreat. So from here, I switch sides and I'm going to do reverse 45 degrees, which means I'm going to go to the left but with my right leg. I'm here. I come back, switch sides, reverse 45 degrees. I come back, I switch sides, reverse 45 degrees. I come back, switch sides, reverse 45 degrees. Again, I'm still switching sides in that dynamic fashion. I'm not going step, step, step anymore. I'm going switch and slide. And even in the rain, again, you can see it's possible. If I'm going this way, umbrella, angle 1. If I'm going the other way, angle 3, angle 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like and share this video. If you have anything to add, any comments, any questions, please do leave that in the comments down below. Please do subscribe to the channel. All of these things really do help out the school and the channel a lot. A huge thank you to everybody on our YouTube memberships and everybody on our Patreon page. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you would like to know more about the exclusive content that we offer on either of the pages, check out the links in the description down below. Lastly, thank you guys for watching and see you in the next video.